Hi there everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing another build video. So here we are on my Tumblr and this is a challenge that was made by ASimpleVampire. The Sims MapCrunch Challenge, a build challenge for any Sims game. So I'm left to my own devices whenever I play The Sims. I build sad 70s Midwestern suburban homes. Sometimes you just got to get out of your rut. So I created a build challenge that will let you do just that. The challenge itself is pretty simple. Go to mapcrunch.com, hit the green go button at the top of the screen, and the first building you see you have to replicate in The Sims, regardless of what style it is. I have a couple of rules to make it easier on myself. If you travel 7 clicks, which is about a block, without finding a suitable building, you can re-roll. If the building has architectural features that are really difficult to copy in The Sims, like curved roofs, i.e. Sims 2, or 8+ stories or multiple split levels, you can re-roll. If the building is a barn or a shed, you can re-roll. It's a bit like the opposite of a floor plan challenge. You can see the outside of the house, but not what's inside, so you have to work backwards. Here are 2 builds that ASimpleVampire has done while testing the challenge. So they've got the real picture there and what they've managed to create, and the same thing here. So I thought this sounded like so much fun. I am not much of a builder at all, so I thought it'd be interesting to see what we would get. So what I'll do is I will obviously leave links to this challenge here in the description down below if you want to take a look at it. And if you don't follow myself or ASimpleVampire on Tumblr, you definitely should. So let's go to mapcrunch.com and see what we get. Here we are on mapcrunch.com. So let's hit the go button and see what we get. So I had to re-roll about 1,000,000 times. I just kept getting highways or forests. But finally we have something that is an actual building. So this looks to be like a little restaurant or something. I'm planning building this in The Sims 2. I'm not entirely sure how well I will be able to pull this off. I mean, I know there's certainly some things that we don't and won't have, but you know, I'm interested, to say the least. I think this is going to be fun. So let's just get building. I had so much fun with this build challenge. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Like, I am not a talented builder, and I think I've said that in every single video where I have to build something. Like, I can't think of something and then be like, yeah, gonna go into build mode, build it, and then it will look like what I imagined it would be. You know, my buildings always turn out boxy and ugly, and there's a load of dead space, and, you know, I can't figure out how to build. It's one of my downfalls, but, you know, we move on. So with a challenge like this, it really did sort of push me to build something I would never have considered doing before. Now, the build itself was not difficult. Like, it's literally a 6x6 square, or maybe not quite 6x6. Can't remember what the dimensions are. But it's basically a square and then not even a full building at the back. But the only challenging thing with this was the roof, which I actually end up cutting out. The real thing I loved about this, though, was the concept of the build. Like, I just think it's such a I wouldn't say unique idea because probably people have done it before and obviously they exist in real life, so it's not, I'm not like forging a new path here. But what I decided to do with this build, like based on the real photo, I couldn't really decide what it was. I was thinking maybe it was like a local shop or like maybe a cafe, and then the back kind of looked like a bike shed or something. And originally I was wanting to make it a small grocery store with like a hunting or fishing tackle shop at the back, like a bait shop. But since I built this in Strangetown, I didn't really think that fit in. Like, maybe you would hunt in Strangetown, I don't know. Like, there might be like wild coyotes or something, if that's a thing people hunt. Like, I don't know. I don't personally agree with hunting, so I have no idea what people do hunt. But I don't know, I didn't think it fit in. So what I've actually done with the building is I have turned the front into a sort of cafe, diner sort of thing, and then the back is actually a small grocery store. But the kind of idea I had with this was it's like a family-owned, I say business very loosely, but it's like a family-owned business. So maybe on their home lot, they have a large plot of land where they produce food. Like they might have cows, might have chickens, you know, they have crops. And what they would do is obviously they would take what they need to make their own meals, and then any surplus would go into like this community kitchen type thing. So people could either come in and buy a meal, or if you're like struggling for money and in hard times, you can still come in and get a hot dinner. So I do kind of see this as a helpful business than a money making one. And then the shop at the back, I see more as like an honesty shed rather than a shop. So any food that wasn't used in the community kitchen, or any surplus or anything, or even food donated by like residents of the town, would all go in this little honesty shed at the back. And then people who can't afford shopping would come in and help themselves. Or people who wanted fresh produce that you wouldn't get at a supermarket could come in, and if they were able to, they would make a donation to support the farmers. That's kind of the idea I had with this. However, you know, it won't work that way in The Sims 2, and I know that. So I have built it to be a functional diner or a functional restaurant and a functional store. It's like it does have like the industrial kitchen, it's got the little diner. I keep saying diner, it's got like the waitress server thing, podium, that, I don't know what it's called. It's got that though, so you can actually go in and be seated. And then the grocery store has an actual till, even though in my mind they wouldn't have a till. But I do really like the idea of this build, and I really like how it turned out. I actually think it fits really well into Strangetown as well. So one day when I eventually get round to doing my Let's Play Strangetown series, which is way in the future, because I am doing so many Let's Plays at the moment, I don't really think I could handle another one. But one day when we get to Strangetown and explore the town, I think I would quite like to put this in the neighbourhood so we can actually go here. I think it fits the town so well. There are a couple things I need to change though. I forgot to do terrain paint, which I realise now that I'm looking back at the footage. And also I've accidentally covered the open sign. So that is also something I need to move. Also, these kitchen cabinets are custom content. They're based on the Maxis ones, but someone has just changed like the layout. So they have like shelves and drawers and things rather than just the standard cupboards. And I love them so much. So I've been adding them into my kitchens just now, and I am loving being able to do like full kitchens. If I was thinking I should have put kitchen cabinets here because I have just downloaded them as well, but I wasn't. So that is something for the future. I will probably come back in and edit this again. Like there's a few little mistakes I don't want to tweak, but I didn't catch them at the time. So before putting this down, I would definitely fix things. I do really enjoy how this came out though. I think it's really cute. I mean, it's not somewhere that you would come for like a date or anything with your Sims, and I don't know how often I would use it, but you know, I like it. I like the idea. You know, I'm here for the vibe rather than the actual functionality of it. But no, I would definitely recommend trying this challenge if you are struggling for things to build. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of takes the pressure off building, if that makes sense. Like, although you don't have a floor plan, you do have a picture that you're following. So it does just make it easier. You know, you don't have to worry too much about what you're putting down because you're putting down the picture. It's just the inside, you just kind of need to ad-lib. But mine wasn't too difficult because again, mine's just a tiny little box. If I was not following a picture, I would probably have made this a little bit bigger. But since I wanted the roof to look right, the actual inside of the diner is quite small. So you can't really fit many Sims in here at all. Though it's not the end of the world, because as I said, you're not going to come here every single day. This isn't going to be a hot date location. Though I do think it is really cute. Like, I enjoyed it a lot, and I definitely think I'd like to try this challenge again. I think it would be interesting to try it in The Sims 3 though. I feel like The Sims 3 has the most content. as well as giving you the most freedom. Like the create a style tool really will help you turn it into the picture. Like I feel like if you want it to be as close to the real picture as you can, The Sims 3 would be the game to do it in. Like I've not done any proper building in The Sims 3 in forever. Like I used to quite like doing like constrained floor elevation sheets and making like interesting roofs, but I have not done that in so long. I probably wouldn't even be able to remember how to do that. But I do want to build more in The Sims 3. Like that's something I want to go back to. Though the create a style tool is so laggy, you know, that's the one downside. But I would definitely recommend checking out this challenge. I had a lot of fun with it. I would quite like to do maybe a floor plan challenge as well. Because it was mentioned in the challenge, not the rules, but the kind of challenge post about there being a floor plan challenge, and I'd never seen one before. So I don't know if you just get like a random floor plan and then build it. I'm guessing that's what it is. But I might look into something like that. I'm just having a lot of fun building in The Sims 2 again. Like, I'm loving it so much. I do end up putting on move objects for doing the outside decorations. I kind of wanted it to match with the picture, but we didn't have what would match, you know? So I kind of just gave myself free rein here to put stuff I thought would look cute. Like they have these like Native American sticker things in the windows, which obviously we don't have in the game. So the building does look a bit more blank than the original, but what can you do? Though we are actually coming to the end of the footage now. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Any suggestions for things you'd like to see, or even a build challenge you want me to try, again, leave it down below. If you are not already subscribed and you have liked what you've seen, please consider clicking that button because it would mean so much to me. Like this, I do this with you guys and I find it so much fun. So if you want to join in, totally cool. If not, that's cool too. You do you. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!